In concluding the presentation on uploading bank statements from CSV files, the key issue is to recognise the time-saving factors. What we're really going on about is this. Whether you are a small business owner, whether you are a bookkeeper or an accountant, or what we do with expert software systems, offshoring work overseas to accountants, the reality is you're trying to do things as quickly as possible. There is no reason why a person operating in business or running a practice will not operate and use accounting software that allows CSV files to be fully imported. Different programs doing it different ways, and if you're a MOV user, this particular presentation will show you how to do it within MOV at that particular version. It's the principle that's really important. And the principle is simply this. If you're dealing with someone who is processing your files and they're charging you to enter all the information, you've got to question whether that's really necessary. Now, you do have to help out. If you're a small business person, you need to make sure you upload your bank statements. You don't need to pay for them. The banks will let you do this. You just need internet banking. If you're in the business of providing this sort of service where you're entering all this information, you really should be looking at automating it through the CSV file process. You don't have to go to commercial product. It's not really necessary, and a lot of people don't want to use it. Though the commercial product is good because of its accuracy, and what you're paying for to some extent is the software company designing the sort of things you don't have to deal with, which we've dealt with in this presentation. But you can see from the presentation, if we had 1,000 entries there, that shouldn't have taken a whole lot longer, maybe an extra half an hour. It's possible within a couple of hours to upload 1,000 entries into an accounting file at year end. So if you're a small business person and you're trying to get the information you need for your accountant, you should be doing it that way. The issue with downloading is simply recognising the power of the internet to provide you with very high quality information. When you download information off the bank, you do get a lot of good stuff. I mean, you will get the date, the details, you will get the amount, you get it all in sequence, and it's all accurate. Most banks, if you ring them, are more than happy to talk to you about how to do this properly, and storing those files is fairly easy. You might need to buy Excel software if you don't have it. Not expensive, or there are other spreadsheet programs that will do a similar thing. The other aspect of this, of course, is just recognising the concept of the use of the computer. The computer is a tool. The concept of offshoring, of course, is that you're reducing the distance between where someone works and where they need to be. If you run very specific checklists for uploading information into a MOV file or any other accounting program, then you can rapidly bring that information to bear quickly, cheaply, efficiently. The idea behind the whole process is to recognise that producing a set of financial statements can be done much more efficiently if you take the time and look at the systems to make sure that you present whoever's doing them for you, if someone else is finalising, such as if you're a small business person and you want your accountant to do it, you can get that information to them more efficiently. Therefore, you can expect lower fees in the sense that they don't have to waste time doing compliance and charging you for that. If you're a bookkeeper providing services to your clients, you should be looking very carefully at how you can speed up accessing that information. If you ask your clients for their CSV files, you will get around to keying it all in. The future in all this sort of thing is recognising that technology gives you solutions. There are some curves and humps to go through at the beginning as you have to get used to it. But once it's in place, the power is the speed. If you think about it, if you're a bookkeeping service and you run consistently, have your clients giving you CSV files, and you're using a particular program that you get familiar with and how to import it all, you're going to be saving a lot of time. And that may allow you to concentrate your efforts on providing a better service to your client, a faster service to your client. If you have any comments about these issues, or if you need to pass on any information that you think will be relevant, please use the blog. If you're interested in how this relates to offshoring and how Expert Software Systems is developing platforms for this sort of work to be done overseas, now remember, the agenda for having work done overseas is fundamentally cost. The wages that you pay accountants overseas to do this sort of work is far lower than you pay here in Australia, and it can be done very efficiently. It's about making sure small business people can get access to quality processing to allow their accountants, etc., to concentrate on the higher end advice, the tax planning, and not so much having to deal with and spend money on compliance.